Hi, my name is Brian Person and I'm a high school and middle school band director. Today we're going to talk about how to choose a good used trumpet. Materials that you're going to need for this is bring your own mouthpiece, make sure that you have a mouthpiece. Also, bring a buddy with you, someone that can hear that instrument and also vouch for the quality of that instrument. Step one, purchasing a used instrument is a hands-on endeavor. It's always best that if you go and actually be able to play test that instrument. I always think it's not the best idea to order offline unless you know that that is a quality instrument. Step two is the inspection of the instrument. So once you have that trumpet in hand, you want to make sure that there are no dents. If there's any dents in the bell section, that's really not going to affect the sound. But if you have dents more in the valve area and the slide area, then it's going to affect your sound when pressing down the valves or moving any of the slides. So I'm carefully going through, looking at the lead pipe, looking at all the slides, make sure there's no dents in it. Also want to look for any cracking in the lacquer. If you see cracking in the lacquer, that can easily be accelerated over time, and then you have the lacquer base falling off your instrument. And then also checking the color of the instrument. With a used instrument, there may be some wearing of the lacquer, and that's normal, especially around the hand position or where the valves are, just because of your hand acid will eat away at that lacquer a little bit, and that's normal. Step three is to play test the instrument. I'm just going to play a couple of notes on the instrument, and what I'm listening for is that there's no leaks. Make sure that the water keys are working and that they're sealed. If you have leaking outside of the valves or any part of the instrument, that metal is really worn and you shouldn't purchase that instrument. You're also going to feel if there's a leak in the instrument. Next, I just kind of want to go through, press the valves down, move the slides while I'm playing to make sure that there's no dents in the instrument that's causing that not to happen. Next, with step four, you want to check the playability of the instrument. In a brass instrument, you want to make sure that it slots well. What I mean by that is that you can go from notes of the same fingering with ease. And that it feels really smooth to play. And this is where your buddy comes in. I always encourage you to make sure that you bring a buddy with you so they can also stand outside of the instrument's direction and determine, that seems really easy for you to play. Because again, you're behind the sound that's coming out of the instrument. So a buddy's really going to help by being there to say, yes, Brian, that sounded great, or no, I think we should move on and look at another instrument. My name is Brian Person, and thank you for watching How to Choose a Good Used Trumpet.